Hey everybody, this is Spot. Welcome back. We're going to do a little bit more Shadowrun today. We're just starting this level, so I'm going to reread the intro here so we're all on the same page. So, the Dead Man's Switch. Your plane hits the SeaTac tarmac with a jolt. Welcome to Seattle. The chilly northwest rain obscures your vision as you step into the tarmac. Before long, you're sitting in the cramped backseat of a cab, following the signal from Sam's locator chip into the heart of the Redmond Barrens. Organ grinders, a legal chop shop for body parts. Whether from the living or the dead, if you're hurting bad enough for Ninian, this is the place to sell a limb or an organ. It's also a good place to dispose of an inconvenient body while making a little cash on the side. This franchise is the closest thing the Barrens has to a morgue. It seems this is where Sam Watt's body has endured. Wow, I cannot read today. It seems this is where Sam Watt's body has ended up. You open the door and are assaulted with the smell of death and bleach. So, let's get to it. Ask the coroner about Sam Watts. Oh, this is great. See, they do camera movement with WASD. That's awesome. It really bugs me having to reach over to arrow keys if I don't have to. He's in the back. Is there anything we can do here? Employees only beyond this point. Breaking news. Telestrian CEO James Telestrian III to announce new Seattle Research Division. Sources say press conference tonight at 6 PST. Interesting. Doesn't look like there's anything else to do around here, so let's go in here. I run funny. The smell of death and decomposition wash over you, only slightly masked by the minty, fake fresh of industrial grade antiseptic. Ew, those look painful. Dresden. What's I can do here? No. Guess we go to Dresden. Hovering over the recently departed is a small dwarf, whistling a tune. His broad grin says, "I love my job." A little more than you'd want or expect from someone in the chop shop trade. As you approach, he looks up with a lopsided grin. There's something kindly in his eyes, though it might just be a stray reflection of chrome and surgical tools. "Sorry, didn't expect any visitors at this hour, and some asshole at corporate took my receptionist. What can I do for you, sir?" "Are you the coroner?" "I'm John Dresden, the organ grinders branch manager here. So yeah, that makes me this franchise area's coroner too. And you are?" "Spot, I'm here about Sam Watts." "Spot, I represent a man named Sam Watts, and I'm here to look into his murder. No one you've ever heard of. Now tell me about Sam Watts." Let's go the nice and informative way. "Spot, I represent a man named Sam Watts, and I'm here to look into his murder." He frowns. "Interesting. A dead man makes for a strange client. But what makes you think he's here?" "Sam had a locator chip embedded in his skull. I followed it here." "I see. Well, you were right. He's here. Not too many people know about the murder yet, though. The press haven't caught wind of it yet. What with it being all the way out here in the Barrens." "So who told you he was dead?" "Sam did. When his heart stopped, 100,000 union was wired to a secure account in my name. I find the killer, I get paid. Sam's digital ghost. When his heart stopped, I got sent a recorded message asking me to bring his killer to justice. Guess he had a hunch." "I say we don't mention the money, so let's go with this one." The dwarf raises his eyebrows, a smile wiping the suspicion from his face. "A dead man's switch, eh? Fascinating. I was working on him earlier. He's over here." So I guess we're gonna follow. He's my second Emerald City Ripper victim. The third one was downtown. Ripper, huh? I guess the classics never go out of style. Sounds grisly. Emerald City Ripper? He sighs. Not my title. That's what the Seattle press insists on calling the killer. All I know is that, like the original Jack, our Ripper knows how to handle a scalpel, but this one's even more twisted. He or she always removes an internal organ from the victim. What prize did the Ripper take from Sam? Delicious, a trophy trophy hunter. What was it? And, let's do what did he take from Sam? Watt's liver was cleanly cut out. Ugh. How about the other lucky contestants? The first victim's heart was missing, and the third had the spleen removed. Dresden! Get out here! McCluskey. He does not look like a nice person. Ah, so he's distracted. I'm here about the new Ripper Vic, Sam Watts. Okay, so what can I do here? Let's look in here. Item added basic med kit. Okay, that's cool. Sam's body is half covered by a sterile surgical sheet, his face an ashen white, for the first time without a smirk on it. Below the chest there's a small, pencil-thin incision covered in dried blood. Beyond that, the corpse is immaculate. It would seem that the killer knew exactly what they wanted from him, and took it. Next to Sam are several plastic envelopes containing the evidence found on his body. You can examine evidence through the bag without spoiling it. Look at the business card. Moving things around, you can make out that it's a card from a place called the Seamstresses Union. There is something handwritten on the back, but blood has made it illegible. Cred stick. It's a standard, cheap, unsecured cred stick. No way of knowing what's on it without slotting it. I mean, it's his and we're investigating his murder, so I guess we'll take it. You slot the cred stick into your PDA. 300 union is added to your account. Awesome. Look at the purple shirt. It's Sam's shirt. Several of the buttons are missing, and blood has thoroughly soaked it. The bag sloshes a bit in your hand. Ew! Gross. Look at the handwritten note. You can only see part of the note, given the torn off bits and blood stains. Sam, I feel terrible that we... argued? Something. We have been long to say I'm sorry. See you there, love, Jessica. Put down the evidence bag. Alright. Anything else in here? No, it seems. Can I do around here? Just talk to this guy. McCluskey. Towering over the diminutive coroner is a homicide detective right out of Central Casting. If you ignore the tusks, pointed ears, and Neanderthal brow cannot talk today. Wow. You can smell his cheap aftershave from a mile away. So this new Ripper Vic, Watts, name's familiar. Didn't his mother kill herself a while back? The coroner frowns. So you insisted at the time. He corporals. Come on, she offed herself. I had it on very good authority. Now let's go, Dresden. Give me something to work with here. This Ripper case is my ticket to a lieutenant's badge. I've already posted everything I know. The killer stuns the target with a combination of drugs and magic, then removes a single internal organ while they're still alive. The perpetrator is most likely right-handed with a slim hand and knows its way around a scalpel. Has a decent understanding of human and metahuman anatomy, too. So, I'm looking for a whacked-out surgeon? Not necessarily. I don't know any surgeons who still use scalpels anymore. These days, it's all done with computer-controlled lasers. Could be anyone from a military field surgeon to an antique medicine aficionado. You're no damn help, dwarf. The Lone Star detective finally notices you. You note his superhuman powers of observation. Who the hell are you? I'm nobody who didn't hear nothing. I'm new in town. You the welcoming committee? Oh, okay, so there's actually conversation. But that's nice. Obviously can't do that. You detective on this case. I was hired by Sam Watts to assist you in finding his killer. I don't want to give up that much information yet. I'm going to say I'm new to town. You the welcoming committee. If you're new in town, then let me be the first to tell you that I run the show. If you get in my way, you'll end up back here on a slab. Wow, such a nice fellow. He looks back at the dwarf. Dresden, get me more. I'm putting someone in a cell or a box this week and claiming my promotion. Well, at least we don't have any conflict of interest there for him. Dresden looks amused. Do you always make friends that easily? I'm great at dinner parties, too. He cocked his head to one side. Be straight with me. You really gonna work with this dead man? Job's a job. I'm going to bring... Sam was there when I needed him. I'm going to return the favor. Fascinating again. Detective McCluskey isn't interested in anything but Detective McCluskey. He'd convict his own mother if it meant another 10 Union a week in his paycheck. Plus, he's on the take. Dresden pauses, considering. You have honor, after a fashion. I try to honor the dead in my work, so we have that in common. What can I do to help you? On the take, who's paying to hold his leash? What was that McCluskey said about Sam's mother? What are the organs worth these days? Oh, okay, these, I bet I can go through all these. On the take, who's paying to take his leash? I don't know, but someone with some major pull has been looking out for McCluskey's career. And wallet. What was that McCluskey said about Sam's mother? The official report is that she committed suicide about a year ago. Aren't you the official in that sentence? My name's on the report, but my actual findings left some doubts. I can't say that it wasn't suicide, but there were unusual bruises on her upper arms, and she didn't use her dominant hand to pull the trigger. I was told to drop it, so I dropped it. What are organs worth these days? A whole healthy body can be worth a bunch of Union, but individual organs, not worth as much anymore. What with all the synth and cyber stuff on the market these days? Organ grinders only deals... Okay. I think it should be deal. Organ grinders only deals in the recently deceased. There's plenty of other chop shops that aren't as picky, though. And they don't care where the bodies come from either. Who still uses scalpels? Doctors still learn how to use them in their first year of medical school, as do coroners. But neither profession uses them much anymore. It's possible some of the similar chop shops still use scalpels. Slimier. Wow, I can't read or talk today. It's a bad time to do this LP. I apologize. It's possible some of the slimier chop shops still use scalpels. I suppose, but I wouldn't know where to look. Have you heard of the Seamstresses Union? It's a nearby club in the Barrens that attracts lowlifes. You'd probably like it. Me, I'm not really the going out type. Always too much to be done around here. Plus, the dead are just easier to get along with. I just need to know one more thing. Where was Sam killed? Dresden looks up at you intently for a moment before speaking. You know, I might be able to do you one better. Why don't you poke around those body lockers in the back and see if you find anything useful? Okay then, I'll go do that. Okay, so, open the morgue drawer. Can we do anything? Ooh, there is something there. Basic med kit. We like med kits. Dock wagon basic trauma kit. Not bad. Get over here. So I guess this is the only one we can do. Let's do it! The cold storage drawer is labeled John Doe, but the internal thermostat is set to 21 degrees Celsius. Open the drawer. The cold storage drawer opens to reveal the fully clothed body of a man, arms folded across his chest. In addition to sporting some of the brightest orange hair you've ever seen, the body seems to be in very good condition. Whoa, easy there, Jake Armitage. In one quick move, he jumps down from the drawer and stands before you. For someone who just woke up in a morgue locker, he seems unfazed and pretty well put together. You spot a data jack drilled into his temples and some shamanistic tattoos peeking above his collar. An interesting combination. I told John to wake me up at 6 in the morning. Is it 6 yet? It doesn't feel like 6 yet. Sorry, I didn't expect you to be so alive. What do I look like? A damn alarm clock. You were just sleeping in a freezer for dead people. I'm gonna vow. Don't tell me you haven't considered it. Cheaper than a coffin hotel, and the service is just as good. He chuckles. Well, so much for a good night's sleep. On the plus side, I noticed you haven't killed me yet, so that's good. If you aren't after me, Then what's your story? It is for victims. Do you know him? I'll ask the questions. What the hell are you doing in a morgue drawer? I'm looking into the death of Sam Watts. The coroner seems to think you can help me out. Okay, this one, I know what he's doing in the morgue drawer, obviously. He was sleeping. So we'll go with, coroner seems to think you helped me out. Sam, glad somebody cares. We used to drink together every now and then, over at the Union. Decent enough guy. Always in trouble over something or other, though. The Union? I assume he means Seamstresses Union? Jake yells towards the other side of the room. John, is this guy cool? Yeah, he's on the level, working for Sam, believe it or not. Some sort of dead man switch. I thought you could help him out. Maybe even stop moping around the shop all day. Thanks for volunteering me. He pauses. Might be sizing you up, but it's hard to tell behind those shades. Alright then. The name's Jake, and you are? Nice to meet you, Jake. I'm Spot. And well-mannered, too. Such a rare thing in this city. Well, it sounds like you're taking a dive into the deep end here. John's right. I might be able to help you out. I was with Sam the other night. The night of the murder, poor guy. He was hanging at the Seamstresses Union that night. Tripped out and rowdy. I'd been laying low there for a few days after a bad run. Mrs. Kubota asked me to throw Sam out. So I did. But out in the alley, some gangsters got the jump on me. He winces. Damn, maybe I need some soy calf after all. John, could you grab me a cup? Get your own damn cup. My hands are dirty anyway. Now what's wrong with this intestine? You hear a loud squelching sound as Dresden continues his work. Ew. Thanks, John. You're a real pal. Anyway, there's a big fat corp bounty on my head. Like I said, my last job didn't exactly go according to plan. Out in the alley, a few Halloweeners got the jump on us. Damn gangers thought they could turn a quick profit off my head. Jake smiles, and you get the impression that didn't work out so well for the gangers. Sam stumbled off during the fight, and that's the last I saw of him, until he turned up here, dead on arrival. Reminds me of my last stay in this place. You've done this before, great, so you know anything about his death. I know they found his body a block away from the Union, just lying there in broad daylight. That's the Barrens for you. Jake looks down, his expression masked by chrome and crimson glass. Shame, though. Wish I'd been there, if those slugging gangers hadn't come along. Tell you what, you look like you can handle yourself in a fight. I could use some backup to settle the score with these Halloweeners out there. Their leaders got the whole gang searching the Barrens for me. I need to get rid of that asshole. In return, I'll take you to a place Sam was murdered. It's not safe to hit these streets alone at night, trust me. Jake eyes you up and down. And maybe I'll throw in some decent supplies while we're at it. What do you say? Nice to have someone watching your back out there, someone you can trust them. I don't work for free. I fight, I get paid in union, not tours. I do like a bit of street justice every now and then. Yeah, I like street justice. Let's do that. Great. I've been hiding out here ever since that run-in with those Halloweeners. Whiny bunch of gangers, but this stretch of the Barrens is their turf. Hell, I'm surprised you even made it to this morgue in one piece without picking some heat. Packing some heat. Cannot talk. He yells over his shoulder. Very funny, Jake. You can sleep in the dumpster tomorrow. So, you need a weapon? Let's see, give me a pistol. I'm good with a shotgun. Happen to have an SMG with you. My distance got a rifle. No guns from me. Melee's my game. Let's go with that. All I've got here is a baseball bat, but you look like you can handle yourself. A baseball bat? I was hoping like a katana or something. So, ready for an evening out on the town? Just a minute. Tell me more about these gangers first. I'm ready. Just watch my back. Don't make me regret this. If you're buying. Let's a little bit more. Well, they're one of the nastier gangs in town. Their symbol is a flaming jack-o'-lantern, but you wouldn't like their version of trick-or-treating very much. Around here, they're led by a troll named John Paul. He's got all the Halloweeners and the Barrens looking for me. We take him out, maybe I can breathe a bit easier. Okay. I'll follow your lead. The Halloweeners aren't looking for you, yet. We can leave whenever you're ready. Okay, are we ready? Did we miss anything? Is anything good? Just him. So how do we... Okay, we go all the way back. I guess we start moving. With our little funny run. Come on. Head out to the Barrens. Confirm. Here we go. The Redmond Barrens. Run in the Seattle sprawl, and sooner or later you'll find yourself in the Redmond Barrens. It doesn't matter your business. The Barrens doesn't like you. Take 1 part radioactive wasteland, 3 parts dog-eat-dog slum, add a dash of tourist trap, and you've got a recipe for mean as hell. You leave the sanitized death and formaldehyde of organ grinders behind, entering the anarchy and desperation of the streets. Jake stops a moment to breathe deeply, filling his lungs with motorcycle exhaust, radioactive dust, cordite, and who knows what else. He exhales with an expression of wry contentment. The stench and grime tell him he's home. Here we go. My stash is just around the corner in the alley. Okay. Mag card. Find Jake's stash. Okay, is there anything I can get around here? No? Does the bus stop here? Okay. Looking for a date, honey? Not from you, sweetheart. At the stash? Looks like it. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? That's cool. Hidden in the garbage-strewn alley is a high-tech safe with a mag card reader on the front. Open the safe with Jake's mag card. With a smooth hiss, the safe opens to reveal a collection of gear that is a perfect match for your skills. Well, what a coincidence. You take the gear. Frag grenade, concussion grenade, basic med kit. Hand over the loot, bozos. Okay. Right, okay, so I need to get into some cover. Here. Actually, let me see here. Do I have any other? Okay, it's just that, so, right, that's right. Actually, let's switch to him first. No, let's switch to me. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do, but, can I get you back here? Awesome. Ow! Freaking asshole! Can I hit you here? 55? This is gonna hurt. Oh yeah, this is gonna hurt. I'm about to be... Oh! Jerk! And he's down. So, welcome to the Barrens. Guess I'll need to find a new spot to hide my gear. Good dead drops are so hard to keep. Same dreck I never see these days, so I shouldn't invest in the real estate. Only by the hour. Hey, you've seen where I stay the night. Now that you've got some gear, let's go deal with those Halloweeners. Deal with it. Okay. Now, do I... Let me see here. Right, okay, so I got the baseball bat. What is this spell? Okay. Heals everywhere, right? Damage 2, reach 1, knock them out, park right. The outfit's fine. We do have our grenades. Okay, yeah. Oh, he's got, what is this? Flamethrower. Ah, okay, that's cool. Oh, he can heal wound and increases the target's aim chance. Oh, that's cool. Okay, great. So he can increase his own aim. That's cool. Wow, good little music dish there. Okay, we're gonna spend our karma real quick. Okay, yeah, because we have 7. In points. Awesome. Strength. Should we get another strength? What's it? Okay, chance to hit with melee or throwing weapons. That's right. Determines how far a grenade can be thrown. Close combat. Main component used to calculate the chance to hit with melee weapons in unarmed combat. Increases the skill, unlock special abilities. Melee weapons. Increases the chance for greater than normal damage using melee weapon attack. Increases. Okay. Unarmed. I don't care about unarmed right now. Let's get another strength. And let's get... Dodge helps reduce the chance to be hit by physical attacks. Yeah, because usually we're right next to them. Let's get... do we want that or close combat? Calculate the chance to hit with melee... You know what? Let's get close combat. Yeah, we'll do that for now. Do we have this? We do have that already. Unarmed. Don't care about that at the moment. Confirm. Okay, great. Yeah, and we can't manage his karma. Okay. Now, where are we going now? Ooh, someone's guy wants to talk to us. Worried man. The man before you appears well-mannered but nervous. Excuse me, sir. I don't know you, but you look like you can handle yourself in a fight, and we need some help. What's your problem? Some thugs are shaking down the market we've set up here. It's been getting worse lately. I don't think we can afford to pay them anymore, but no one will stand up to them, and Lone Star isn't about to get involved. How many of them are there? What's on my way? Where's this market of yours? It's just down the street, sir. Please, our livelihoods depend on this market. Okay, I'm cool with that. Down the street, where is it? Is it here? Oh, over there. This is... commerce is like a weed, taking root in the cracks and crevices of the world whenever it can. A small street market has flourished here amidst the crumbling buildings of the Redmond Barrens. Okay. Look, mate, just pay up. Barely anything left. The thug attempts to use his bulk and hideous breath to intimidate the shopkeeper. The old woman is holding firm, but you can see the thug's patience fading fast, and he looks like he's about to start breaking things. Who the hell are you? Bet your mom's real proud of you right now. Heard about you. Why don't you piss off? I like to pay for the mouths. Don't you know? I can't get that one. Hey, punk. I got a better idea. Hand over today's take, and I'll let you leave. Alive. This is to him, right? Not the market person? I think it's to him. Hey now, let's not get all nuclear here, chummer. I'm sure we can work something out. He slowly reaches into his pocket and holds out a bundle of union. His hand is visibly trembling. Hey, that's cool. Like I need your scratch given. So is there any... I hate shakedown stuff. Let's give it to the woman. He looks at the woman, then back at you again. Tossing the union to the ground, he sheepishly turns to leave the scene. Hey, that worked out well. Speak to the bullied merchant. Ooh, I got a karma from that. Awesome. Well, damn, I wish there were more people like you around here. I've never seen anyone stand up to those thugs without getting beaten bloody. Kick ass. Just trying to help out. Awesome. Okay, so next we've got to go find these other guys, which is this way, it seems. I'm going to end this episode here, and we will find this John Paul in the next episode, and hopefully kick his ass, because it sounds like it needs to be kicked. Okay, it was great. If you like this series, please give me a like, so I'll know that it's worth continuing, and I will see you next time.